I'm working on an Isuzu Diff drop here, and thought I would explain a little bit. I have one here. This one's already been modified. This one's original. These brackets are off second gen Rodeo 98 to 04. All the lineup, including the first and I believe second gen Dmax, use a very similar system. But basically, what you do is cut out a section. I have it scribed here. Then slide that down, and this one I dropped an inch. Slide that down. You see the distance here. This is flat across the bottom, and re-weld it in. And then you have to patch in the gap that's left up at the top. Some will ask why you can't just put spacers between this and the frame. I've heard mixed opinions on that. I know on the older rodeos and troopers and pickups, there is an issue where if you drop the whole bracket, there is risk of contacting this area here with the steering components. On the rodeos, it being rack and pinion, it's probably okay. I don't think you get as much drop from it. You would have to get a longer bolt, machine a spacer there. It's fairly simple. The reason I'm doing this to this vehicle is not so much to correct CV shaft angles, but also and mainly because I have a little bit of clearance issue with an engine I'm installing. There's one of the bolts that fastens the four-wheel drive actuator to the housing, would be about 4 inches inboard from here. It's contacting very lightly the oil pan, so I wanted to get away from that, and at the same time the vehicle's going to be lifted, so yeah, it helps with the CV angle. I will cut this one and post some photos of it after it's cut and before it's welded. Okay, I've got this one cut out now, dropped, tacked in. One thing you need to make sure is you get it as flush as humanly possible, especially because this surface is what holds the seal in against the axle housing. If you cut it right, you can get the whole surface that actually bolts to the axle housing within this, but you're still going to have to grind out your welds, so just make sure you get it as flush as you can. Now we'll need to weld this up both sides and put in a patch. This is 3/16 inch thick steel, so that's what you're going to need for your patch. Okay, so now this has been welded up inside and out. It ran off a little bit off the line there. This is where the hole was, and this is the piece of 1 by 3/16 flat bar that I'm going to weld in there. Okay, these is both of them now done. I think I may have been off height-wise about 1 millimeter between the two or something like that, but that's acceptable. Thing I forgot to mention, you have to be careful when welding this, because if you overheat it, you will cook those bushings, and though they are still available, they're hard to find.